group blames Peter Obi over deplorable roads in Anambra. Soludo Solution Movement has blamed Governor of Anambra State, former Governor Peter Obi, for deplorable condition of roads in the state. The Governor Group Chief Jude Umunakwe stated this while briefing the press after a meeting of the National Working Committee of the group. Chief Umunakwe said, as a matter of fact, none of the roads built by former governor in his 8 years is still intact. He noted that the roads built by the administration's Labour Party presidential candidate cannot be rehabilitated or reconstructed. Or cannot be rehabilitated but reconstructed. He pointed out that SSM had visited all the political wards in the state and discovered that only a few roads are the built ones by Dr. Chris Ngige. Chief Umunakwe said that his group has commenced working visits to all the sites where the incumbent governor is working, and the purpose of the visit is, according to him, is to send feedback to the people and also sensitize them to monitor ongoing government projects in their localities. He appealed to India Anambra to be patient as the administration of the day is poised to give them a new lease of life to them through a responsive and responsible governance. Very interesting. Let's even see when Peter Obi was governor of Anambra State, so we can actually get... Well, he was governor from 2007 to 2014. Let's get it right. So he's now left office, right? 2015 until 2020 what? 2023. How many years is that? So you're telling me you're still... And that's the thing. And not that... This goes to show that Nigeria's problem is very deep. Very deep. Because, first of all, you can't look at a past administration's work and be complaining, especially when the administration you're complaining about is literally has a 10-year gap before you started, when there was another person filling that 10-year gap in that position, right? So it's, first of all, it doesn't make you look good. It makes the administration look very, like a complaining one, incapable, trying to avoid responsibility. Because when you have a problem, you don't necessarily, you're hired to find solutions, not necessarily complain as to how the problem got there. And secondly, with building of roads, you see, this is the problem. Because we are so behind that the country has not been built. Honestly, the country has not been built. So every single time we have a new government, we are still in the process of building. And I personally think that the process of building, I don't even think the governor should be involved in it at all. Because as a governor, you're basically overseeing and running. You're in a management role. So when it comes to building your country, you can't put it in the hands of managers. Because what do managers do? Managers do not, well, in some sense, managers recruit. Managers do not actually do the work. Right? And when you have projects, you commission these kind of things, it's not for you to do, but for you to be able to use resources to yield an outcome. And things are so sad because we are so behind, yet when we exist in such a forward-thinking world, we can easily compare. Like, we see how our current state. I think it's our brains are messing with us because we look at the current state that we live in. We go to school and learn about the current state of other countries with advancement in technology. They've gone past the industrialization phases. They are in a much stable point, and we are still in the phase of building. So it just doesn't make sense because it's so confusing. It's really confusing because it's like, where do we then start from? And it's like we're trying to solve so many things at once. We are trying to build the country, yet trying to allow it sustain itself. That's why this is also confusing, because I really honestly, I don't get it. I honestly don't get it. And I think it's 20 years, 24 years since 1999. Like, I don't, this is the problem, because if we have a plan, right, the fact that we still don't have roads it's such a problem. The fact that we don't have 24 hours electricity is such a problem. There needs to be a plan. Like, this country has not been built at all. You know, when you build, like, there's so much thinking and thought and planning that goes into building. But you can't just build without a plan. And this is the issue. Because we go years and years yes, of course, building roads seems to be the right thing, but you can't just build roads. Water system, housing system, living system. Because it should not be a thing of, oh, we're just building roads, or building roads with bad quality. It's not like when you're in government, it's not a thing of maintenance. That's why I say Nigeria, we need to start from scratch, because the people that have started did an absolutely rubbish job. And you can't keep going, because you're building a road, but you haven't built, a drainage system. You have not, because again, you look at the floods that literally ravaged like, come on. You look at floods, look at so many structural defects. You see so many things that happen, and you're like, you can't just build a road and not plan. You can't, it's like, it's a web. Building a country and infrastructure is literally, it's an engine. It's literally a web of systems. You can't have a road system with no light system, with no water system, with no housing system, with no transportation system. Like, we are so behind, and we need to start from scratch. That's it. Put what you think in the comment section below, and don't forget to like and subscribe.